In a world scorched by 48C heat, a young boy waits, not for toys, not for richer, but for his father's smile. A man who traveled 400 kilometers through dust, heat, and exhaustion, just to bring love, a glass of cold water, and the strength of his presence. This is the story of a father whose duty wasn't just to serve far away, but to serve love at home. A journey of love and sacrifice. I was just 8 years old. Our home stood silently in the sweltering heat of a remote village, where the sun showed no mercy, and the air itself felt like fire. The temperature would climb to 48°C, and the ground could burn your feet if you walked barefoot. Life was simple but hard. I lived there with my mother, 3 brothers, and 1 sister. My father, he was posted 400 kilometers away from us on duty, a place where the weather was calm, a breezy 30°C, but no weather could calm the storm of emotions that swirled in our hearts every time we missed him. In those days, traveling wasn't easy. It took hours, sometimes even days, and every journey was filled with exhaustion. Yet, my father, he came. Every 2 weeks, he would make the long trip to see us. No matter how tired, no matter how difficult, his visits were like-eyed for us, filled with laughter, love, and light. As soon as he arrived, he would wipe the sweat from his face and gently place his bag down. Without resting, he'd go straight to the kitchen, make us cold drinks with icy hands, and ask each one of us, "How have you been, my child? What did you learn? Who did you play with? Is anything troubling you?" We would sit around him like little birds waiting to be fed, not just food, but stories, care, warmth. He would listen with sparkling eyes, smiling, nodding, and asking more. His presence turned our hot, tired home into a place of joy. The afternoons were cruel. The sun would blaze through the roof. To help us sleep, he'd take a bath every 2 hours, wetting the floor of the room to cool it down. The smell of fresh, wet earth, the cold breeze from the fan, and his tired smile made everything bearable. And every time he left, our hearts would break a little, but we knew he would come again. A journey of love and sacrifice. Even though my father stayed with us only for a couple of days each month, his love filled our home for weeks afterward. We would count days until his return, holding on every memory, every word, and every gift he left behind. He never came empty-handed. Fruits, sweets, small toys, or sometimes just a packet of biscuits wrapped in old newspaper. Each gift carried the weight of his love and the story of his sacrifice. He didn't earn much, but whatever he brought for us, he made sure it had meaning. I still remember when the power had gone out. It was one of the hottest nights of the year. We were all restless, sweating, swatting away mosquitoes. My mother was fanning my younger sister with a piece of cardboard. But then, in the faint moonlight, I saw my father get up. He went outside with a bucket, filled it with water, and began sprinkling it across the courtyard. The earth sizzled, hissed, and then cooled. He laid down a wet sheet, placed us all on it, and waved a handheld fan over us one by one until we slept. He didn't sleep that night. He just sat there smiling, watching us, guarding us like a silent warrior. The next morning, before the sun even rose, he had to leave again. We chased his shadow down the dusty road as far as our legs could carry us, and when he disappeared around the corner, I remember, I cried. Not because he left, but because he always left smiling, never letting us feel the weight he carried. As I grew older, I began to understand. My father wasn't just a man working a job. He was a bridge between duty and love, a quiet hero, a man who bore every hardship so that his children could grow up with stories not of pain, but of strength, devotion, and warmth. Now, every time I face a hard moment, I close my eyes and see him, smiling, as if to say, "You can do it. I did for you." Some heroes don't wear capes, they wear sweat-soaked shirts, carry heavy hearts, and still smile for their children. If you have a father like mine, or miss him dearly, share this story. Let the world know love doesn't need luxury, it just needs sacrifice.